testing. This is a special transmission. A special one-off show. With me, Ricky Gervais, Stephen Merchant.
Hello there.
And the little bald mank twat that is the shaven monkey known as Karl Pilkington.
Right. Now, Rick, just a quick question, because if people have just stumbled across this, perhaps on the internet or on their TV channel, they're probably going to be a little bit alarmed by what you've said there. You've come straight in with little bald mank twat, and a lot of people don't know who that little bald mank twat is, so maybe you should clarify. Well,
I'm Ricky Gervais. You probably know me from such shows as The Office and Extras, cameos in the odd film. My long-term partner, not in that way, Stephen Merchant.
Not in that way. Stephen Merchant, yes, I was involved with some of those projects, but I've not been in a film.
And we met Karl when we went back to XFM as Conquering Heroes. We were let go when XFM changed hands, and then we did The Office, and then we came back, and we were big shots. No longer did we need to run the desk or press any buttons. So we were assigned, how can I put this, like a stupid lackey.
Yes, yes, proper, I mean, probably the person who was lowest on the rung.
I'd have thought so.
Station.
They said, oh, give it to me, no one wants to work Saturdays.
The caretaker didn't work Saturdays, so they gave us Karl.
And we met Karl, and I was first struck by the roundness of his head, I'll be honest. I thought, this is a bald man, a little round-headed, bald freak of a man. He opened his mouth, he spoke funny. Well, actually, he spoke without opening his mouth. That was the second thing that struck me. He just had this slack-jawed gimpness about him. Words came out.
I think they get the idea now, anyway.
Was what?
Do you feel that that was a balanced explanation of your meeting with us, or would you like to offer any extra detail there, Karl?
Well, with every meeting, there's a different story, isn't there? The way you sort of looked at me and thought, he's weird. I saw Steve, it was like a triangle. Ricky was looking at me, I was looking at you, thinking that's weird.
It seems a little unjust that I'm the, you know, why don't you have any go at Ricky for being fat and
just because, no, I'm just saying on the first meeting,
right.
It's like a museum, isn't it? Everybody rushes to the weird stuff first.
I love the fact that you're putting yourself firmly in that category as well, though. Oh, I love that. That's great. Like someone from Reservoir Dogs. Everyone looking at someone else.
But you don't feel that way about me anymore.
No, I've got used to it now. That's what
no,
I'm saying.
I'm saying that whatever your accusations of weirdness were, they were unfounded.
It moves on, doesn't it? It's like anything. You get used to a look, don't you? I watch a lot of programs on stuff that people have up with them, and
you only watch programs about people that got something wrong with them. That is what you do. If ever you say, "Did you see that thing last night?" It's going to be something like the kid who was born with too many legs, or the baby with an arse for a head. It's always going to be stuff like that.
It's like there was a program on a bit back about a fella who had a funny head and what have you, and he lived in a small village, and nobody double taked anymore because you get used to it, don't you?
What was up with his head?
Just had like it was sort of like the new Elephant Man. He'd sort of gone for that look.
He's gone for that look. And, well, what does he do in the morning? Just eat a bun, sort of shave?
It's just that's all I'm saying is people in his village. You want a big village. People are used to it, and they no longer stared. And that's what I'm saying with you.
But it's interesting that because you say you've acclimatised to my so-called weirdness. I don't know what weirdness that is. I've still not grasped that. But Ricky continues. What?
It's just the eyes.
He's listening. Shit.
Why are you listening? So I've not had a go at you, and you stupid round head like a orange. Which is the thing which perpetually entertains Ricky. Ricky is never acclimatised to you. Is that fair, Rick?
Yeah, I love it. I can't get enough of him. Because I see different things. Every time I look at Karl, sometimes I see like a completely sort of like spherical object. Right, like honestly, like some sort of pumpkin on you know, Halloween. And then I see him, flat, straight
on.
With
a pumpkin, Rick, with a jack-o'-lantern outside someone's house, right? There is a certain light behind the eyes. Not with Karl.
And then sometimes he looks like a plate. Do you know what I mean? Like, you know, like a clay plate that a child has made.
When they've made a face on the plate using their food.
Or a biscuit. Like one of those biscuits, novelty biscuits you can buy at your birthday.
Can ice with a little smile and some ice.
Yeah. But that's not the, I think that's not the biggest thing about Karl. Karl, it isn't his physicality, isn't it the roundness of his head, it isn't the gimpness of his slack-jawed face. It's not even his hairy body and sort of like chimp-like gait. It is.
Although those are all key features.
These are all key features,
Yeah.
but it's his incredible mind. And I think maybe over the next 2 hours or so, if you haven't heard of Karl, then I think you're in retreat. If you have heard of Karl, then you're already being treated, I think, by the fact that he is present on this special broadcast.
Rick, can I suggest that we take a pause there, play some music, come back and we'll talk some more?
Oh, this isn't just about Karl. We're playing some great tunes. Arctic Monkeys, Fluorescent Adolescent. Talking of monkeys, we're here with Karl Pilkington. I say we. I'm Ricky Gervais. With me, Stephen Merchant.
Hello.
Doing a special one-off broadcast. Now, it's special in the sense that I don't know why it's special. I started that sentence. I had no. I had no backup. It's not particularly special. We've done this thousands of times. Well, it's special in the sense.
You got the old team back together.
Exactly. It's special in the sense that it is a one-off.
Yeah.
That's why it's a special one-off. It's special in the sense that it is a one-off.
I know it's special for me because I'm giving up a time, about 3 or 4 hours of my time for no money and no personal gain. So
Well,
it's a special treat
you
for me
say
in
that.
respect.
Now, Sammy Jacob, right, is the guy that founded XFM and gave me and Steve our break
Yeah.
in entertainment or whatever, comedy. I remember also on the second day, he said, when you two going to do some work before I fire.
Yes.
Which was,
and
yeah.
I vowed that no one would ever say that again.
Yeah.
And
So he called me out of the blue and said, you know, we're launching Enemy Radio. That's a good project, you know. I'm a fan of the genre. Right, will you do a special show? Right, I called Steve. Steve went, well, I called Karl and he went, definitely not. And so I had to persuade these two miserable bastards to do this show. Karl, why didn't you want to do this? As a favour, I said to Karl, let's do it, let's do one. There's 2 reasons I want to do this. One, we'd stop the podcast. Yeah. Karl, we charged for the podcast because you'd left work, and, you know, we did very, very well with that, and I thought I want to give something back to the fans, okay? That's one thing, okay? Right? 2, I want to do Sammy a favour. Why not? Okay?
Well, that's fair. That's your opinion.
Yeah, but you, yes.
But what you can't do when you're doing someone a favour, you can't go, yeah, Steve and Karl will feel the same about it. Yeah, of course I'll do it, Sammy. Well, of course Karl will do you a favour, the man you've never met and you've never done a favour for yourself. Well, of course he'll do it.
Well, hold on. Steve didn't want to do it either. He was busy. He works on 6 Music, so he was worried about that. He shouldn't really be doing it.
I shouldn't really be doing this, and I'll tell you this, if you do love great new music and lively chat, then 6 Music Sunday afternoons is a great place to be with the Steve Merchant Show.
I agree. There's enough for everyone to go round. Yeah. Enjoy that, enjoy this. Yeah. But Steve does it a favour to me. I said, Steve, well, do it. All right, mate. You've done me enough favours. Yeah. Yes, I will. Okay? You didn't fall for that. I said, as a favour to me. No, he didn't. I even started an internet campaign to put in the poster up saying, Karl, do some work, you little lazy bastard. After a month, he was begging me to stop it.
I wasn't begging you. It was just a bit stupid.
You were really annoyed.
Yeah,
what I like, though, it's interesting because you're a busy man, Rick, and I know you've been heavily involved with lots of projects. How you found time, because you don't like writing and doing any form of administration at any time. How you found time to write a daily blog is quite remarkable.
Well, I knew it was irritating.
Right.
It was, it captured the imagination of, you know, people all over the world. I wanted him to do this podcast, and here we are. What changed your mind, Karl?
Well, you kept going on about it.
Yeah.
And then I thought...
You saw friendship was an important thing.
Yeah, a little bit of that.
Now I've got to tell Steve something on air that Steve doesn't know about. Me and Steve are doing this for free as a favour. I'm doing it as a favour to Sammy. Steve's doing it as a favour for me. That's what friends are for. Karl was negotiating himself some money.
Yeah, well, this
Who the hell have you negotiated money from?
With Sammy, I didn't know him. I owe this man nothing. I'm not doing anything for free. I've got bills to pay. We've all got bills to pay, right?
Oh.
You've got other work that brings you money in.
Let me just stop because...
Sick of it.
Wait, though, because this is interesting, because as you say, Rick, you're doing this as a favour to Sammy, he gave you your big break. Now, Rick, you gave me my big break, right? I didn't know Sammy. Ricky gave me a break. I'm doing this as a favour to Ricky.
Oh, hold on.
Who the hell gave Karl Pilkington a big break? There's one man in this room who wouldn't even have an agent, wouldn't even have a need for an agent if it weren't for Mr. Ricky Gervais. But hang on a minute, it's not me.
Nice one, Steve.
I'm already thanking you, Rick.
Nice one, Steve.
This free show, so hang on a minute.
You miserable, ungrateful, little mank twat. Yeah, it's I hope you feel really bad.
I don't feel bad.
Me and Steve are doing it out of the kindness of our heart.
Yeah, free.
You're money grabbing again. That also on the internet, how mean he is.
I'm not mean.
You are mean, Carl, because you know, we did those paid podcasts, and all I wanted to do was some free ones. You wouldn't do it.
Because we've done it now. I'm just saying, you've got to get to a point when you go, I enjoyed that. Yeah, the podcasts were alright. Cut them off. You don't keep the story going. With the Bible, they didn't go, let's do another volume. People seem to like this story.
Yes, they did.
What?
The New Testament. The Old Testament was a
Yeah,
massive
right. They did it
success.
once then. They did like a special for the fans. But all I'm saying
Sequel.
is...
There's one sequel.
But they didn't keep going on. And we did 3 lots of the podcast.
Yeah.
That's more than enough for anyone.
But I just wanted to give, you know, the people on the internet something back.
Yeah, well, we've given them enough. Sick
do-
of the people on the internet always moaning.
What? Who am I?
Just moan.
Who do?
People do. Sick of it.
We
Calling me
shouldn't-
Graham. They said I'm not even real. They said he's an actor. He's called Graham. That annoyed me. That's the thing that annoyed me the most. Graham. Of all the names. It's just that if I'm not me, what am I? That's the thing that annoyed me most. If I am-
Not me, what am I?
Well, it would annoy me if someone was accusing me of something. 'Cause, I mean, that's the thing. No, it annoyed you because they were stating a falsehood.
Yeah, that's what annoys me. That's what did me head in.
Let's play a record and be back with Carl after this.